What I'd like to do today is to confront the myth that you're too old. And I picture you, woman in her maybe late 40s, 50s, sitting at her desk, excuse me, sitting at her desk, looking around and just feeling disheartened, feeling insecure because as you look around you, the people in your office space are younger than you, a lot of them. You can sense the drive, the energy, the enthusiasm, and that unshakable confidence that they have. And that makes you feel insecure. It puts you on the back foot. And I know that I'm familiar with that sensation myself. I had 20 years working in a corporate workspace. But the disadvantage is only in your mind. And what I want to share with you today is some techniques and some ways that you can overcome that disadvantage, that you can see, in effect, the advantage that your age is giving you. So let's just get it out on the table here now. Let's just think about, how it makes you feel, what you perceive as the advantages of youth. Things like they've got so much more energy. They don't mind working long hours. They don't need to get a full 6 or 7 hours sleep because they're young. In fact, they can probably survive on 3 or 4 hours sleep if they need to for a few nights. And we all remember how that feels. They're comfortable with new technologies. They understand some of the social media stuff, the applications, they can get their head around those applications so quickly. And they're also maybe up to date because they've done their training recently. They're up to date with some of the new sort of thoughts, ideas, terminology, etc., about the industry that you work in, the latest practices, the latest trends, all those things. And as I'm saying this, I'm probably making you feel worse rather than better. Yeah, I get that. Okay. But that's the truth. In the moment, in your head, in your office space, that's how you feel at a disadvantage. So let's just shoot that one in the foot immediately. Okay. Yes, if you're young, you have certain advantages, let's put it that way. But that doesn't mean that as you get a little bit older into your 40s and 50s and even early 60s in the workplace, you don't have some different advantages. So it's all about mindset. It's about the age-related barriers that you're putting in your own way. So what I want to share with you today, first of all, is how we can kind of turn those negative thoughts into positive thoughts. Things like, I'm too old. I'm too old to further my career. I'm too old to learn the new trends, the latest technology. I'll never catch up. I'm actually never going to achieve what I really want to achieve in my career. And all those other thoughts, even things like, I'm not young enough. I'm not pretty enough. I'm not thin enough. I'm not well educated enough. A lot of those are not age related at all. They're just there, that they're sort of there from even when we first start our careers. So let's just get those out in the open. They're there. We all have them, but that doesn't mean they're the truth. Okay. So we're going to do two exercises. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to look at those limiting self-beliefs, those negative thoughts that you have. As a coach, the official term we use is limiting self-belief. We're going to look at those terms and we're going to turn them around. So, for example, I'm too old to learn the latest trends, keep up with the latest technology, for example, will become, I'm perfectly able to learn the latest trends and learn the new technology. Somebody who might say, I'm no good at maths, we'll turn it round and say, I'm perfectly capable at maths, or I'm good at maths. So we turn that negative phrase into a positive phrase. And we follow the 3 Ps principle. It's the present tense, so I am, I can, etc. It's personal, so of course it starts with I. And it's positive, simple as that. So you will take a pen and a piece of paper, you will write down your limiting self-belief and be honest with yourself. You know, you've only got this opportunity with me now to actually turn this around. Just be honest. What's your negative? What's your limiting self-belief? Write it down. Once you've got it written down, then I want you to follow the 3 Ps principle and turn it into a positive phrase. I can, I am, I deserve, something like that. Yeah. So once you've got your positive phrase, what you're then going to do is commit to repeating that 3, 4, 5 times a day. And in each session, you will repeat that phrase 5 or 6 times, either out loud if you can, if you're on your own or if you're driving, or in your head. You will really try your absolute best to say it like you mean it. It has to be genuine. It has to be with every ounce of your enthusiasm. You have to really go for this. And even if there's a little bit of you that's in the back of your mind thinking, well, I'm saying this, but I don't know that I'm feeling it completely. Don't know that it's my truth yet. Doesn't matter. You do the best you can. And one day, I promise you, whether it's in 3 days, 3 weeks, or even 3 months, there will come a time when you will say that phrase, that positive phrase, and you will realize that you meant it. There wasn't one bit of you that was in the back of your mind going, really? Do I honestly feel like that? You won't have that response. You will believe it. You will own that new truth. Okay. And the other thing that you can do while you're committing to this positive sort of reinforcement exercise is to think about other things you can do. So, for example, would it work if you were to learn some new skills? Maybe you need to learn some presentation skills so you can present, stand up in a meeting confidently. Maybe you need to learn some more communication techniques or something like that. So there will be other things you could do as well. And start putting these things into practice. You know, if you're feeling on the back foot at work about certain things, get involved in some projects. Take some, some learning that's available for you in the workplace. Join some forums, some online forums in your workplace and start talking to people. Just start taking small steps to prove to yourself that the limiting self-belief that you have is wrong, that it's not your truth. And the other thing that you can do that really works is visualization. Okay, now when I'm working with my clients, I will do a guided visualization for them, which incorporates some advanced NLP techniques. NLP stands for neuro-linguistic programming. You kind of get why we shorten it to NLP. Visualization is what I like to call mental practice. Now, your subconscious, if you like, doesn't really know the difference between what you visualize and actual experiences that you have. So visualization is a fantastic way to retrain your subconscious, to get it to believe that you are capable, that you can do things, etc., etc. So take some time out, a couple of times a day, and sit quietly. Only needs to take a couple of minutes, 2, 3, 4, 5 minutes, and imagine yourself in the situation that you're actually not feeling confident about. Imagine yourself being in the office, leading a project, leading a team, working with a team of younger people. Imagine yourself sharing your knowledge and your wisdom and contributing, being respected and feeling confident. So imagine the scenarios, make it as real as you can in your mind, because I promise you again that your subconscious will start to believe that's okay. You are fine. You are not limited because of your age. So you've got two techniques there to try: positive reinforcement and the visualization. So those two things will help you. So have a go at that. Good luck. And if you have any queries or you want any more help, you can message me on Facebook or on Instagram or LinkedIn, or you can also drop me an email. And my email address is Sue, S-U-E, at confidencefirstcoaching.com. And you can see on the screen behind me my website there. Okay, so yeah, get in touch if you have any questions or if you just want to tell me how that's working for you.